Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, is my video clear to you?
Ask others, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Sure.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, I got 15 marks in Google form.
Too, ma'am. I also got. Ma'am, even I got 15 by 15, ma'am.
I know, ma. Listen, I have got an
Ma'am,
Excel
I
sheet.
got 14 marks, ma'am.
Listen to me. Whenever you
By
click submit
mistake, I
score,
put another.
whenever you click submit score, I will get all the marks in Excel sheet. I know all your
No,
marks.
ma'am. Ma'am, what are my total exam score in English, ma'am? With oral test. Hasina, you wrote, ma'am. Hasini. Yarush.
Mute. Ashashwin, mute.
Arsalan Ali? Ma'am, Arsalan Ali? Ali gave. No, he did not give. Ma'am, Mokshit also gave.
Ma'am, Mokshit spelling wrong.
Ma'am, Mokshit gave, ma'am.
Mokshit, did you give? Let them clarify.
Mokshit gave, ma'am, yesterday.
Let him clarify by himself.
Okay, ma'am. Sloka.
Yeah.
Yes.
These kids are all there.
You, ma'am.
Okay, I cannot waste any more classes.
Ma'am, yesterday spelling wrong.
No problem.
Yashadeep, you wrote, ma'am.
No problem. So I can't.
Ma'am, is there, ma'am.
Keep on doing OT. Will you all remain silent and let me talk? So these kids, I will do OT on Thursday afternoon classes. Okay, let me start fresh lessons. All of you be prepared.
Not OT.
Okay.
Ma'am,
So
when you will conduct OT?
1, 2, 3. Niharika also.
Ma'am, your afternoon session, you will conduct your OT.
Yeah.
And did Bhanu Prasad gave, ma'am?
Bhanu Prasad. Huh? Bhanu didn't give.
Bhanu Prasad. Ma'am, you did not wrote his name, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I went to wash my hands, ma'am.
Bhanu, Ali gave, Akshara. Yeah, all the students, Thursday I will do because we'll have 2 classes. Today I will start. Yashashwin, please mute. If you're on it, I'm getting a lot of disturbance. Okay.
Ma'am.
Why only 19 students now?
No, ma'am, only 18 students. With you, 19.
I don't think these students have logged in.
20, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning.
Ma'am, only half of the students joined, ma'am. Rest half did not join. Here to give
Please, all of you remain silent.
Ashika, Mata,
So I start lesson in Rijanya, will you mute, ma? Why are you taking the names? So I'll start new lesson in textbook.
Ma'am, ma'am.
Ma'am, I came to my grandmother's house, ma'am, so I did not bring my books, ma'am.
So Block City we haven't done, right? So let's do that poem. It will be finished fast.
No, ma'am.
I'll take a pic of this letter.
Ma'am, in which book, ma'am? Grammar, course book. Which book, ma'am?
Course book.
Course book. Block City. Colorful shoes. Page number 37.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning, Dinesh.
Ma'am, I'm Deepesh.
Deepesh, you have OT Thursday.
Okay.
So this poem is about blocks. You as kids, when you're maybe 2 years or 3 years old, do you remember playing
Ma'am,
with
I'm Deepesh. In our house, we have so many blocks, ma'am.
okay.
Ma'am,
So
now also we will play.
Ma'am, like
plastic
Lego
building.
blocks.
No, I'm not talking about Jenga blocks. I'm talking about plastic blocks, blocks where you build buildings. You make different shapes.
Yes, ma'am. Building
Legos, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I have, ma'am. Building blocks. I also have, ma'am. We also have, ma'am.
Okay, it is about that.
Ma'am, this, ma'am.
City by R.L. Stevenson. What are you able to build with your blocks? Castles and palaces, temples and docks. Rain may keep raining, and others.
What, ma?
Ma'am, like this, ma'am.
No, not those blocks, plastic blocks, ma. Small kids, they'll be playing, right?
Ma'am, can I bring them?
Yeah, you know them, right?
Yes, ma'am, I know them.
Home,
I have also.
I can be happy and building at home.
Not there. It is wooden
Let
block.
the sofa be mountains, the carpet be sea. There I'll establish a city for me. A kirk and a mill and a palace beside, and a harbour as well where my vessels may ride. Great is the palace with pillar and wall, a sort of a tower on top of it all, and steps coming down in an orderly way to where my toy vessels lie safe in the bay. This one is sailing, and that one is moored. Hark to the song of the sailors on board, and see on the steps of my palace the kings coming and going with presents and things.
Okay, let's do one exercise after this poem. First to 20 students read the first two paragraphs, just narrating the poem. Okay, no need to explain. And 20 to 37 roll numbers learn third and fourth paragraphs. Okay, not now, after the exams. If I forget, you remind.
Ma'am, you can tell again, ma'am.
Okay, let's see the poem answer.
Block City by R.L. Stevenson. What are you with your blocks?
Yeah, it's a poem with
Rain may keep. Block City by R.L. Stevenson.
So he built, a small child built his own city, okay, toy city, not the real city, with his building blocks. How he is imagining the things, the normal things. What do you see normally in your hall? Sofa, teapot, chairs, okay, carpet, all those things. In general, everybody will have in their hall. So in the living room, how he is using those things, how he is imagining those things related to the real life things. What are the real life things? Let's see. So he's building his own toy city with using the blocks.
What are you able to build with?
Yeah, what all the things you can build with the blocks? Let's see.
Your blocks? Castle.
Yeah, castles, you know, castles, palaces, temples, and what are docks? Even I forgot what are docks. Let me see. Docks are, I think, hostel or something.
Mom, where are temples?
And palaces,
What are docks?
temples and docks.
Docks.
Docks means
Ma'am, like ships, ma'am.
ma'am, like ship.
Yeah, a ship, a device in which a laptop, an enclosed area of water in a port, loading and unloading.
Ma'am is near the
See, dock, okay, where I forgot. Where all the ships assemble, ma'am, where all the ships are resting.
Mama, it will go
Okay, that
in
is
and
called
out.
as dock area.
Ma'am, like harbor.
Yeah, like harbor. Dock
We
area
can go
where
on
all the ships
like a
rest
bridge.
for a while.
Ma'am, like buses will stop at bus station. No, ma'am, like that. This also bus
Correct.
stop will meet.
Block City by R.L. Stevenson. What are you able to build with your blocks? Castles and palaces, temples and docks.
I think castles everybody know.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am, we know.
ma'am, I can build houses also, ma'am.
See,
Me too, ma'am.
castles. This is how castles.
We know
look.
castles,
Castles
ma'am.
are slightly different from palaces. Okay. Palaces are.
Yeah. Wow, nice.
These are
Ma'am,
palaces.
castles means kingdoms, mama.
Yeah, palaces are huge and they are wide, where castles are split narrow and they have this pointed edges. Palaces don't have those pointed edges. See this. You always see this pointed edges.
Yes, ma'am. They have round.
This triangle pyramid kind of.
Yes, ma'am, every castle has one, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, like in chess, we have elephants, no, ma'am. They will keep their own like nation. Some castles will be.
Temples and docks. Rain may keep raining, and others go roam.
So everybody, when it's raining, they may be rolling outside. They may be playing with the toy boats. See, toy boats on the nearby lakes. But this boy is always interested in sitting at home and building, making his own imaginary world, his own imaginary city.
May keep raining, and others go roam. But I can be happy and building at home.
So he's absolutely happy. He doesn't have any regrets that he's not able to go out and enjoy. But he's very happy, peaceful by building a big city using the building blocks at home. Yukta, mute.
Let the sofa be mountain.
So he's imagining the huge sofa in his hall as a big mountain, and the carpet in his carpet near him, near the teepie or whatever it is, he's imagining that to be a sea. Who is in unmute mode? Srijanya.
The carpet be sea.
The sofa he's replacing, he's imagining like mountains, and the blue carpet, maybe he has a blue carpet.
Sofa as the mountain, and he's keeping all the
There I'll establish a city for me.
So he's going to establish. Establish means start from the beginning, right from the scratch. He's going to establish or build his own city only exclusively for him.
A kirk and a mill.
A kirk, a mill, and a palace beside. What is kirk? Kirk is a church. Yeah, a mill. You know rice mill? Earlier we used to have mills.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
The actual rice which you get from the fields or crops, it should be refined in the mill. Then only we will get the actual rice which we are using. The outer cover should be removed. Yeah.
Ma'am, groundnut mills also are there, no?
And a palace beside, and a harbor as well.
Yeah, so he's also built a small imaginary harbor where all his vessels. So he's imagining like vessels as different ships.
Ma'am, what are vessels, ma'am?
Where my vessels may ride. Great is the palace with pillar and wall.
So he's thinking, see my palace with so many pillars and walls.
A sort of a tower on
He's also thinking that it looks like just like a tower, right? You know what is tower, I guess.
Ma'am, tower means Eiffel Tower.
Tall building.
Top of it all, and steps coming down in
Yeah, from the tower you will have steps, right? It will be coming in a particular order way.
an orderly way to where my toy vessels lie safe.
So he's stating that from where the steps will end, all his toy vessels are resting safely in the bay. Bay means again harbor. Okay, Bay Area you say, right? Where you walk and all that.
In the bay. This one is sailing, and that one.
Yeah, you see so many shapes, so many sailing ships on the sea, and one is sailing, and means one is moving. Other one is marooned. Marooned means what? Attached or tied up to a fixed object or a land with a rope. See, when the ship comes to a resting place where we customers get.
Like Parker.
Listen to me. They first tie to a thing, right? So that the ship doesn't sail away. See, even if nobody is there, the ship with the wind, it sails away. Do you know that? On its own. It doesn't go, in order to stop, not to go like that, they will tie the ship, small ships, boats, with a thick rope. I think you have seen. Go to anywhere, to any.
Like this anchor.
Yes,
Ma'am, I saw
one pillar.
I saw,
so that it doesn't move, they will tie it to a pillar. Maroon.
Ma'am, like anchor, no, ma'am.
Yeah. So if you tie it, it won't move. It will be staying right there. That is called marooned. Moored, I mean, sorry, moored.
One is moored. Hark to the song of the sailors on.
Hark. Hark means
What is the meaning?
Listen to the song of sailors on the boat. See, those sailors on the boat, they will be sailing for hours together. Forget about hours. They will be sailing for days, months together. So what is the entertainment for us, for them? See, we are sitting at home, we are watching TV, we go out, we do shopping, all that. But they don't have any kind of, Snehasri, what happened, ma? Go and wash your face and come. Go if you're feeling sleepy. So they will be singing songs, they will be dancing, some kind of recreation for them. So listen to the songs which are sung by the sailors on board. On board means who are traveling in the boat.
Board. And see on the steps of my palace the king.
So near the steps of his imaginary palace, you see the kings walking.
Coming and going with presents.
So some people, see, if you go to see and watch the entrance of the palace, many people nicely dressed, well dressed will be going inside and coming out. They'll be holding some presents. Why? Because they're visiting the king, the highest respectable person. So you shouldn't never go with empty hands. So you have to take some present to him.
Presents and things.
Ma'am, the lesson is nice, ma'am.
Yeah, very nice. Let's go to the next lesson, colorful shoes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Let's not waste time too much on this.
Ma'am, we should not do these exercises, ma'am. Activity.
Nothing hard. See, maximum poem, you may get 1 or 2 rhyming words or something like that. Okay, so
Ma'am, do we
that's
have
easy.
notes for this poem?
Colorful shoes. This is the story of a young girl, very, very interesting. She is a football player. I mean, very young girl, like around 6 or 7 years old, but she wants the best specific football shoes. She asks and she goes and asks her dad, but unfortunately they don't have enough money to buy.
Ma'am, you can mute everyone, ma'am.
Okay, so she doesn't have enough, they won't have enough money to buy those specific shoes. So what will happen? How will she get shoes? Let's see.
Ma'am, for this block city, we have any notes?
No, ma, nothing as such. Maybe I'll give some rhyming words.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Colorful shoes.
Mr. Lewis.
I'm the young
Girls, I have some good news for you inside this envelope. Your PE teacher.
So they all go to school, and one day their sir announces that your PE teacher has asked me to give you this envelopes. You know what is envelope?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
When we
I'm
post
like
any mail to
Yes,
another,
from a mail, ma'am.
Yeah, it's like a mail. You put
just like a
separated
mail.
sheet.
Ma'am, like a letter,
It's
ma'am.
like a mail.
Yeah, it's
Ma'am,
like a
we
letter.
post some letters to in Olin we should do. Ma'am, we post some letters to other people.
Yeah,
Then we
it's
use
like
the
that. You
cover.
keep that in the envelope. That outer cover will be there. Inside one letter, some important message will be there. So this sir, he gives this PE sir means sports sir. So PE teacher, he asked you to give this envelopes to you, and he distributes to the students.
Has asked me to give you these. Give this to your parents.
Previous
Don't open it. Back.
they wrote
Okay.
all paragraph and gave one picture, ma'am. In this,
Yeah. So he says that give this envelope, don't open it, go to your parents and let them read. Okay, he's scared that these kids may open the envelope and they may small it, or they may tear it. So he doesn't want them to open. He wants their parents to read. Back at Jen's house. So the central character in the story is Jen. So Jen comes back to her home. She has some snacks. Let's see what happens at her home.
Back at Jen's house.
Dad, quick!
So she says the dad is back from work. Immediately Jane goes to her dad and says, Dad, quick, open this. Mr. Lewis, that is her PT sir, has a good news inside this envelope. Let's see what he has written.
Open this. Mr. Lewis says there's good news inside.
Say hello to me first, Jen.
So his dad says, directly, you shouldn't come and talk to me. I've just come from work. First, you should say, Dad, how are you? Like that. Directly, you shouldn't never talk. First, you should wish them. Isn't it? Isn't it the good manners?
yes, ma'am.
Wishing
The
others
PE teacher is starting football lessons.
So after he opens the envelope, he reads that your PE teacher is starting football lessons. He is starting a new batch specifically for girls next week.
For you girls. Next week.
Wow! Real football?
So she says she is really excited about that game. She says, real football, real ground, and I can score 15 goals.
I can score 15 goals.
Oh, yes, you can. The school will lend you each a ball to practice in the evenings.
So he says that the school is giving you each ball for one particular child, and you need to practice in the evenings after the school hours. Shrinika, are you concentrating? Shrinika, what are you doing, Ma, when I'm teaching?
Great. And?
Well, let me see. Each child will need an
Yeah, what are the other necessary things you need to buy for football practice? First, a ball will be given by the school, and each child has to bring an old t-shirt, a pair of shorts, and socks.
old t-shirt, a pair of shorts and socks.
What about a jersey and shoes with studs?
Yeah, then she says, what about a jersey and what about the shoes? She wants the most fancy or most latest football shoes. And can I have a real football strip? Strip means the specific shirt. See, cricketers wear one shirt, right? With their name behind, country name behind.
Yes, ma'am. They will write a number.
Yeah, number also.
Like one.
Similarly, even football players, they have a strip. That means they have a specific kind of t-shirt. She wants all the real things. Even though she's just a child, she aims to have the things which the actual jersey means what? Jersey means coat, I guess. Let's see.
Okay.
Can I have a real football strip?
Jen begs her father while he reads on.
No, sorry.
See, except for shoes, Mr. Lewis wants you all to have new shoes. We'll go to the market tomorrow and look for a good pair.
Except for shoes.
So he says you can't have football, straight jersey and all that, but shoes I will definitely buy.
Mr. Lewis wants you all to have new shoes. We'll go to the market tomorrow to look for a good pair.
No real football things?
Back in her room,
So she says, oh, not real things, only child-related things.
Mom, what then? Dad will buy,
Jane
he
thinks
says.
to herself.
I'm going to make sure Dad buys football shoes. Proper ones.
Excuse me,
I can
ma'am.
score goals just the way.
Yeah. What is it, Ma? Okay, then she says that I will somehow convince my dad, her dad, to buy the real football shoes, the proper football shoes, so that she can score good goals, just like how FIFA heroes do. What is
Mom,
FIFA?
what is the meaning of strip, ma'am? Strip
Strip
and
means
studs,
t-shirt.
ma'am.
T-shirt.
FIFA means a football player, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
international governing body of football, like just like BCCI. BCCI is what? International governing body for cricket. No, what is BCCI? Do you know that? Boys must
What is the meaning of studs, ma'am?
I don't know that.
see. BCCI is cricket governing body, just like that football governing body. Okay, the board of control for cricket in India.
Ma'am,
Okay,
can you
these
go to
people.
images?
These people decide, this group of, there is a board. This board will decide when the cricket matches should happen, where they should be held, who will be selected as team members. Everything will be decided by this board. Did you understand?
Ma'am?
Similarly, yeah.
Can you tell FIFA?
Ma'am, BCCI is for cricket and FIFA is for football.
Neha, please note a lot of disturbance. So FIFA is for football. Fine.
Here they gave no, ma'am. Sorry. That why she don't know real football things.
Yeah, because maybe their dad doesn't want to buy, because she's just a small girl. Why should he spend so much for real things? See, real original things will be expensive, isn't it? See, Federation International D Football Association. Okay, these are the people who take the final decisions with regard to holding matches, football related matches, selecting the team members, everything, empires, everything.
Ma'am, the full form of BCCI is Board of Control of Cricket in India, no, ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, now is there disturbance, ma'am?
No, now it's
Colorful shoes. Can I have a real football things?
Back in her room,
Proper football boots with studs. I bet they goals just the way FIFA heroes do. I bet the FIFA champions.
She's always thinking about FIFA heroes, FIFA champions. How do they play? What kind of accessories they wear? What kind of shoes, shirts, the sticks they wear for hands. Like, she's always thinking about that because she wants to own all those things. Aditi, mute, ma. Okay, let me take attendance.
Ma'am, this Jen is more interested in football than studies, right, ma'am? Ma'am, you didn't take attendance, ma'am.
Yeah, 29 students only. Abhi, I'll call their names. Abhi, absent. Abdul,
Present, ma'am.
Aditi, present. Dana, absent. Aishwarya, absent. Akshara,
Aditi.
absent. Ali,
Present, ma'am.
Atharv present, Bhanu Prasad absent, Christina absent, Deepesh present, Hamsini present, Harshika present, Asini present, Jerusha absent. John, oh, this new student, is he there?
No, ma'am.
Okay, John absent. Karanveer present.
Ma'am, John is in third class, ma'am.
Mahita absent.
Yes, ma'am.
Mahita present. Manish present. Manognya present. Mokshit present. Neha present. Niharika
Absent, ma'am.
Koshini present. Sahasra present. Sabari Girish
Absent, ma'am. Nishita present, ma'am.
I know. Shloka present. Snehashri present. Srijanya present. Yashita present. Srinika present. Tanvi present. Tikshna present. Varni absent. Yashashwin. Yashadeep present.
Ma'am, Verni is there, ma'am.
Okay. Yashadeep. Yashdeep.
Present, ma'am. Verni.
Okay.
Yukta is
10 absent totally. So
Mrs.
I bet the FIFA champions. Who are champions?
One who play well, ma'am.
Ma'am, one who play well.
Ma'am,
Who are the? Can I?
Finals.
Yeah. Can I say who are the best players and who are the best champions in that? So football strip, a uniform matches to differentiate between the teams. Okay, one team will wear similar type of football strips. The opponent team, the opposite team will wear a different kind of strip. So to identify or to differentiate. So she says that I bet the FIFA champions always had a proper football boots with studs. Stud means some shining, shiny things. I bet they didn't have to wear just any shoes. So she thinks that if you wear the proper shoes, then only you will win. Is it like that?
No, ma'am.
On your practice, right? How well you practice.
Always had proper football boots with studs. I bet they didn't have to wear just any shoes. Want to play, Jen? No, Tessie, not today. Dad and I are off to buy new football shoes. We've got ours.
So these girls will assemble in the evening time and they have a conversation. Let's see what they're talking about.
Want to play, Jen?
So she says, you want to play with us, Jen?
No, Tessie, not today. Dad and I are off to buy new football shoes.
So she says that I can't play with you now because we are going for shopping to buy.
Off means not ready to buy or ready to buy.
We are off to buy. That means we may leave. We are ready to leave. We are ready to leave. I don't have much time. She says like that.
Shoes. We've got ours already.
Then the other girls say,
Jen and her dad arrive at the
Dad and I are off to buy new football shoes. We've got ours already.
they say that we already bought this.
Jen and her dad arrive at the market.
So then Jen and her dad goes to nearby market and they see one shopkeeper always telling something loudly. Let's see what he says.
A shopkeeper calls out loudly, "Get your shoes here! Running shoes, football shoes, shoes for every sport, all sizes, all colors."
So see, when you go to this open roadside markets, they will be shouting, right? 10 rupees line, 10 rupees line and all that. So here also he's shouting, get your shoes here, running shoes, football shoes, shoes for all different kinds of sports, all colors, all sizes. That means he has literally everything on the earth. I mean, related to the shoes.
Cheap shoes here, red, green, yellow.
And he says that usually these roadside guys, they sell it for cheaper rate, isn't it? So he says the shoes are cheap here. You get all kinds of colors and they don't cost you much.
They don't cost much.
No thanks. I'm going to start football lessons next week. I'm buying real football shoes with studs, like the ones champions wear.
And she tells the shopkeeper, she says that I don't want any cheap shoes. I'm going to buy the real football shoes with the real studs, like how the champions
Ma'am,
wear.
what is the meaning of studs, ma'am?
That means small shining, you say, we wear in the necklace, right? Beads like these. Studs are nothing but beads, colorful beads.
There.
Jen and her father go to many big shoe shops.
So what they do, they go to the normal shoe shops and she tries on many shoes. But nothing seemed to fit right. Maybe the size is small, or maybe she was not feeling comfortable by wearing those shoes, or maybe the color didn't suit her. Something went wrong.
They try on many shoes, but none of them seemed to fit right. Either the size was not right, or they were very expensive.
Yeah, one more important factor is her father didn't want to spend so much money on that. So maybe the price was also not in their budget.
Jen's father realizes that they cannot afford shoes at the store.
So they have been to many shows, and his father finally realizes that they are very, very expensive and he cannot afford. Afford means he cannot spend that much money for shoes.
We'll just have to get a pair of those colorful shoes from that man we crossed some time ago.
So her father says, he tries to convince her, look here, ma, this is where these shoes are very expensive. I can't buy. So let's go to that person who was shouting cheap shoes and all that, right? Let's go to that person and we'll buy.
So the colors are lovely. I'm sure you'll like them better than these costly ones.
So he says that here, though they are expensive, there you find better ones. You will definitely like that shoes.
Oh, Dad, but they don't have studs on the outsole.
Fancy, she has fancy about studs, the colorful stones on the shoes. She says that in the shops, they have studs. She thinks that if the shoes has studs, then only it's a real football shoe. Whereas the shoes which she saw on the roadside, the person was shouting, right? They don't have studs on that. See, I'll tell you how studs look like. We'll see football shoes.
Bottom like round, it will be like that, ma'am.
See here. These also doesn't have any studs.
And studs means under some stones are there, ma'am.
Neon color one is showing it, ma'am. Down there only studs, right, ma'am?
See any studs?
Ma'am, under the shoe there will be, ma'am. Ma'am, green color shoes.
These things, under the shoe, these orange things, these are the studs.
Yes, ma'am. She want to buy, ma'am.
Yeah.
Colorful shoes.
Have to get a pair of those colorful shoes from that man we crossed some time ago. The colors are lovely. I'm sure you'll like them better than these costly ones.
Oh, Dad, but they don't have studs on the outsole. I'll never become a famous footballer.
The outsole means the skin part, the outer sole part of the shoe.
Colorful shoes.
Costly ones.
Oh, Dad, but they don't have studs on the outsole. I'll never become a famous footballer.
Costly shoes don't make great footballers, Jen. Hard work and intelligence do.
Now he says the actual point. He says that it doesn't mean if you buy costly shoes, you will become a champion. No, the important thing is you need to hard work and also you need to be a smart player.
Welcome, sir and ma'am. I knew you'd come back. Nowhere in this entire world will you find shoes like you'll find here. I have just the right pair for you. They are just the right kind to learn to kick a ball well.
So once they are back, he is very happy. He says that I knew that you will definitely come back. You will get the best shoes at my place and they are the right kind for you. Okay. And there's a right kind to kick a ball well in the football.
The right pair for you. They are just the right kind to learn to kick a ball well. A perfect fit.
I wish they were real football shoes.
But underlying somewhere